Hi guys, Ange here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Angelic Beauty and Flair. Today I am going to do a brief video on what would my beauty wish list look like. There are so many new and wonderful and beautiful makeup items out there at the moment that I thought I'd share with you what my ultimate wish list would look like. Whether I will get to them all or just keep them as a wish list remains to be seen, but I thought I would share my my loves of makeup I am coveting at the moment. Okay, so first up is, of course, I have said in previous videos, I have fallen in love with the Charlotte Tilbury brand, and there is another quad that I would love to get my hands on, and it is the vintage Vamp quad. I absolutely love the look of the gold in this palette. Eventually I hope I can add it to my collection. So that is the Charlotte Tilbury vintage Vamp, and that retails for US $53. I really love the Charlotte Tilbury quads. I already have the Dolce Vita in the quads, and I just think adding vintage Vamp to my collection would be definitely high on my wish list. The next high-end eyeshadows that I would like to try out are Tom Ford. Now it's really interesting because I love Charlotte Tilbury and I do have a few of her items, and it actually transpires that Charlotte Tilbury, before she started her own lineup, helped Tom Ford to develop his line. So there are a lot of similarities in packaging, colour combinations, etc. between the two lines. So I would really like to try out some of Tom Ford's quads. I do have in the Tom Ford collection one of the limited edition palettes that came out that have highlighter, blush and a quad of shadows in here. Apparently the quality of these shadows are not on par with what you get in his individual quads. I also have a cream and shadow combo from Tom Ford. Absolutely do love this. This is in the colour Young Adonis, and it comes with a shimmer light topper glitter that can go on top of the cream. So you have the cream, which is a beautiful neutral taupe colour. I really love these sorts of colours, and then you have a light topper to go on top. So I am dying to add some palettes to my collection. The first palette of choice that I would love to add would be Nude Dip, which is in keeping with this sort of tone here, and also I would love to try the Honeymoon palette. So they are on my so-called wish list, and they retail for a whopping US $85, which is why it's only on my wish list at the moment. Another palette that I would love to try out, because I love matte eyeshadows and I love warm eyeshadows as well, is the much sort of talked about on YouTube at the moment, the Too Faced Just Peachy Velvet Matte Eyeshadow Palette from the Peaches and Cream collection. So I would really like to try that out, and that retails at US $45. A facial oil that I would really love to try out. I love my facial oils even though I have oily combination skin. The addition of facial oils to an oily skin is actually very, very beneficial. It does the complete opposite to what you might think as far as how the skin produces oils. So even though you think adding oils is going to make your oily skin worse, it actually does the complete opposite, because what happens to your skin, your sebum becomes thick and sticky, and it tries to produce oleic fatty acids. So by adding oils to your skin that are beneficial and light, your skin's not going to try and create these thicker, more naturally oleic fatty acids. So by using a really good light facial oil will actually lessen the amount of sticky oil produced on your skin. So I'm looking forward to trying out the Sunday Riley UFO facial oil, a clarifying oil, and it is specifically designed for an oily skin. So I'm looking forward to eventually adding that to my skincare routine once my other oils have run out. So this isn't just on my wish list, it is something that I possibly will purchase in the near future. That comes in a 35ml bottle and retails for US $80. On my wish list, because I'd like to do some more research on this, but I have been hearing some wonderful things about an Algenist product, and it is the Algenist Genuine Liquid Collagen. This retails for a whopping $115 for just 30 mils. But it has had some wonderful feedback online, so it is definitely a wish list, not a wish list yes I'm possibly going to buy very soon like the UFO oil. So it's on a wish list. But it is said to be made from a patented hyaluronic acid, which clinically demonstrates to provide anti-aging and anti-wrinkle benefits. So it's also claiming to have the in the anti-aging formula, it is to contain 13,000 microalgae oil beads, which are naturally sourced and sustainably produced. So omegas 3, 6 and 9, with a natural source of vitamin E. Skin is left more resilient, brighter and youthful looking, and I'm always after that. So I might do some more research on that product, but that is definitely on my wish list. Another makeup palette. I'm in two minds, but I really think I might get the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. These colours in the palette are a lot different to what I'm used to using. They're a bit more brighter, a bit more out there, a bit more vibrant, but I'm really tempted to give them a go. I love the look of all the shimmery, glittery colours in this palette, and it might be a nice change from my normal neutral, you know, everyday brown eye look. So I'm very tempted to get the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette, and this retails for US $65. Another product that is on my wish list, and I hope it does come to New Zealand, because if it comes to Mecca Beauty then I may purchase it, and it's the Hourglass Ambient Powder Volume 3 palette. I passed on the Volume 2 palette as the colours in there weren't really me, but I'm really liking the mixture of powders in this palette. I already used the diffused light for setting my under eye concealer, and that is in this palette. I already used the ambient light bronzer that is in this palette, so to have it in our palette as well would be fantastic. It's got one of the new strobe highlighters in it, which I'm really looking forward to trying, and of course it has blush in there, and I love their blushes. Between Becca and Hourglass, they are my favourite formulations for blushes, so this is definitely on my wish list, and this retails for $80 US. And last but not least, on my wish list, still not sure of, is the Murad Blur SPF 30 primer cum SPF. Apparently it's really good for mature skin, great for under makeup, gives you an SPF of 30, and I'm really looking forward to trying that out. And for 30 mils that retails for $65 US. Now on that note, I would like to put a plea out there, and I'm probably going to put this plea out in more than one video, because I am on the search for a very good SPF for my face that plays well under makeup for oily skin. I've tried several out. I still haven't found the holy grail sunscreen for under my makeup. I find SPF is the one thing that really does make finding a really good foundation a problem for me. I will not forego SPF for the fact of my foundation looking good, but excuse all the noise in the background. I have my husband is doing garden work outside, and I am not going to stop that because that doesn't happen very often. So I'm on the lookout for an SPF that is mattifying, hopefully, that has got good or great sun protection. I'll take good, but great would be fantastic. And plays well under makeup. I just find I will not forego my sunscreen to have a flawless looking makeup finish, so I will wear sunscreen regardless. So sometimes my foundation, it gets quite oily during the day, but that is just an unfortunate payoff I have for protecting my skin with sunscreen. So I am forever on the lookout for the holy grail sunscreen that I can use. I do know I may go back to a Kate Somerville sunscreen, but if anyone out there has some great ideas or great recommendations for a sunscreen that plays well under makeup, I would love to hear your suggestions. And as I said, I'm going to put it out there in several videos because I really would love to know recommendations from everybody. So I hope you enjoyed my wish list, my most coveted makeup and skincare at the moment. If you have anything that you would really like to get your hands on, I'd love to hear about it down below. It might be something that I haven't even thought of, so I would love to hear what you are coveting in the makeup and skincare lines at the moment. If you enjoyed that, please give it a thumbs up. Would really appreciate it. I also would really appreciate it if you would click the subscribe button down below. I would love to have you come back and join me again. Thanks for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next time. I hope you've all had a beautiful and wonderful day. See you later, guys. Bye.